Okay, hi, coming back. This is part 2, okay? Part 2 of today YouTube, okay? So after we talk in part 1 about how the Japanese government and Central Bank of Japan (BOJ), okay, using the policy to recover the economy after World War II, they're using window guidance, they were using war control economy by pick up the industry, pick up the government they want to support and give them a lot of credit, give them a lot of money, okay? And then they can boost the economy very well until Japan becomes second largest economy in the world, okay? Everything seemed to be very good, okay? Until one day they start to have a conflict. So the author of the books, Prince of Yen, okay, the author of the documentary, say that they have a very deep conflict between BOJ, Bank of Japan, and the BOJ side, and BOJ side is the Bank of Japan side, and the government side, okay, the Ministry of Finance, okay. So in this clip, I'm gonna tell you the story about this problem, okay. So then, as you know, okay, BOJ is under Ministry of Finance, MOF. Okay, BOJ is under Ministry of Finance, BOF. Okay, and then many big guys in BOJ. Okay, after the economy going very good, many big guys, many economists in BOJ. Okay, start to request for the economic transformation. Okay, start to call for the transformation of the Japanese economy, okay? Starting with some former governor of BOJ, okay, call for 5-year plan, okay, transformation and liberalization of Japanese economy. Okay. The former governor of Bank of Japan called for 5-year plan, okay, for the transformation and liberalization of Japan economy. Okay, what does it mean by transformation? Okay, transformation is they want Japan economy to be like USA. Okay, they want Japan economy to be like USA. So they want many big guys, many economists in Bank of Japan. Most of them get the education from USA. Okay, most of them get PhD from American university. So most of them prefer American's economic system. Okay, most of them prefer American economic system. And since most of them have the education in economic from USA, after they come back to Japan, after they work in BOJ, Bank of Japan, most of the people in Bank of Japan thinking in the same way that their system, their economic system in Japan is not that good in the long term. Okay, they want the transformation to become like a US, they call US style economy. US style economy. Okay, so here Japan, they want to transform into US style economy, from control economy, or we can call war times into free market. free market. Okay, they want to transform Japanese economy from control economy. Okay, control economy means the government, okay, a big guy in the government, Ministry of Finance can pick up which industry they want to support. They can pick up which company they want to support. Okay, this is control economy because they can choose which one they want to support. So then it means that some company, okay, got a lot of benefit. Okay, some company lose a lot of benefit. Okay, this is okay, they want to move from control economy to free market economy. Everything depends on demand and supply. They want to move from the economy that's supported by banking system, the economy that when you want to expand your business, you need to borrow the money from the bank. Okay, based on bank. Into, okay, stock market. Into the economy that's based on stock market. Okay, how to do that? How to do that? Okay, how to do that? To move from one economic system to the other economic system. Okay, so then in order to change, okay, in order to transform the economic system of the country, okay, you need to understand the political issue. Okay, you need to understand the political issue inside Japanese society. Okay. So since everything controlled by the government, especially the Ministry of Finance, so you can see that if you working in the Ministry of Finance, you have a big power. Everyone respect on you because you have a power to choose which industry I want to support, which company I want to support. So then it means that the old system, Ministry of Finance have the most powerful tools in their hands. Okay, they got a lot of benefit. Okay, so then they don't want to change. Okay, they don't want to change. So in order to transform from Japanese economic system to US style economic system, you need to get rid of the power of Ministry of Finance. You have to get rid of the power of politicians. Okay, so the big guy in Bank of Japan asking for 3 things. Okay. Okay, number 1, they want to have administrative reforms. Okay, number 2, abolition of bureaucratic power. Okay. And number 3, abolition of the war, okay, economic system. Okay, so in order to transform the whole economy, okay, Japan needs to do 3 main things. Okay, administrative reforms. Get rid of the power of bureaucratics, okay? Abolition of bureaucratic power, abolition of the war economic system, okay? However, just for the big guy in the Bank of Japan, they're thinking that just asking for the reform is not enough. In order the whole country to be reformed, okay? The whole country needs something to trigger. Okay, the whole country needs something to trigger, okay, the idea of the reform, the idea of transformation. Okay, so they're thinking that many big guys in Bank of Japan, they believe that in order to make the country, okay, to be transformed, okay, from one system to the other system, they need a crisis. Okay, they need a crisis. Okay. So then this documentary, these books, okay, try to say and try to show and prove that Bank of Japan, BOJ, okay, Bank of Japan, BOJ, intend to create a crisis, okay, create a crisis by create a bubble, okay, and then creates a crisis, okay, in order to make the whole country to have a transformation, okay. So this is the books and the documentary trying to say, okay, that Bank of Japan intend to create a bubble in order to make a crisis in the country. When the country have a crisis, the country gonna stop and coming back and thinking about transformation, thinking about changing the whole system, okay. So this is not so good, right? Create a crisis for the people in the country just because of you want to achieve your own purpose, okay? You want to achieve your own goal, okay? So this is not so good, okay? So then, how to create a bubble, okay? How to create a bubble. This one, in order to make a crisis, we need to create a bubble. So then, how to create a bubble. How to create a bubble. Bank of Japan can create a bubble because Bank of Japan have a monetary policy in their hand. Okay, so the way to create a bubble is Bank of Japan, okay, increasing window guidance, okay, quota, okay, increasing window guidance quota, okay. What does it mean by increasing window guidance quota? This one means the central bank create more money, create more credit, force the commercial bank to give more money, okay, give more loans to the company, okay. So you can imagine that the money gonna flow into the economy more than before, okay, because the central bank forced the commercial bank to give more money to the company, give a loan, okay, more to the company, okay. Then in 1980s, okay, the money in the economy growing 15% per year. Okay, the number of money in the economy growing 15% per year during 1980s. Okay, 10 years. Okay, 80s. Okay, during 1980 in 10 years. Okay. The money growing, the number of money, the economy growing 15% per year. This is a very big money, big number. This is a very big number. And then, okay, by doing this, okay, BOJ force, okay, BOJ force the bank to loan more money to the economy. Okay, Bank of Japan forced the commercial bank to loan more, give more money to the economy, company, people, household, everyone. Okay, this is how they did to create a bubble. Okay, this is what they did to create a bubble. Okay, and then because of this, because of Central Bank of Japan creating more credit, print more money, okay, by using window guidance, then what happened after that is they have the situation called credit booms. Okay, credit booms, okay, in real estate, in stock market. Okay, credit booms in real estate, in stock market, because of commercial bank give more loans to the people, to the company. It means that during that time it's very easy to borrow the money. Okay, it's very easy to borrow the money. So then you're gonna, if you are the household, you're gonna borrow the money to buy house, second house, third house. If you are the company, you can borrow the money to build a big building, tall building, build the new factory or something like that, okay? Buy more land or something like that, okay? Because you are easily borrowing the money, okay? So then, not only that, since you can borrow easily money, okay? You can borrow easy, you get more money. You can invest the money in stock market, buy more stock. When everyone can easily borrow more the money, when everyone invest the money in the stock market, the price of the stock going up. When the price of stock going up, it means that when you buy the stock today, tomorrow you get a profit. So everyone get easy profit. Everyone gonna borrow more and invest more. Stock market gonna be increasing even higher, and then everyone get even more profit, and everyone gonna even borrow more, okay, money and invest more. So the stock market increasing like this during that time, okay. This one we call a bubble in stock market because the price in the stock market increasing too fast and too high, okay? Too fast and too high. During 1985 to 1989, stock market in Japan, okay? During 1985 to 1989, stock market in Japan, actually, can you see it? Okay, actually, stock market in Japan increasing for, okay, 240%. You see that? Okay, only 5 years, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, only 5 years. The value in the stock market increasing 240%. This is come from because of the Central Bank of Japan inject more money into the economy, inject too much, creating a big bubble in the stock market. Okay. In the same time, land price increasing 245%. Okay, as you can see, land is a limited resource. Okay, Japan is a small island, land have a limited resource, okay? When everyone can easily borrow the money, household can easily borrow the money, the company easily borrow the money, they can invest that money to buying a land, okay? And the price of land going up. When price of land going up, you can sell it for profit. And then people gonna crazy buying more land, okay? The land moving from one guy to the other guy, buy and sell, the price going up, okay? 245%, okay? They say that by the end of 80, okay, a value of gardens surrounding, okay, the imperial palace in Tokyo, okay, worth as much as entire state. Of California. Okay, so the land going up until the value of gardens surround the imperial palace in Tokyo. Okay, the value of it is worth as much as the entire state of California. This is very crazy. Okay. Okay, so then what next? So, even though Japan is just 1/26 size of USA, okay? Even though Japan, the country of Japan is smaller than USA, just 1/26 of USA in the term of the size. However, 1/23 district in Tokyo, okay, which is the name of Central, okay, Chiyoda Canada. Okay, this is really crazy. This is really very crazy. Okay, in Tokyo they have 23 districts. Okay, they divide Tokyo into 23 districts. Only one district, okay, small district, small area in Tokyo. Only one district. They call the Central Chiyoda Ward. Only one district in Tokyo. The price of that, the value of that land, the land in that district, is even more expensive than the whole country, okay, the whole country of Canada, okay. So this is very, very bad, okay, very crazy, very bad. Okay, so far so good. So then, okay, stock going up, land price going up, okay, tall building is everywhere, okay, labor market going up, okay, everything seemed to be very good in Japan during that time. Okay, stock price going up, stock market going up, price of land going up, tall building everywhere in Tokyo. Tokyo is even bigger than New York. Okay, during that time, labor market is boom. If you graduate from the university, you get a job, and the job is give you a very good income, high money. Everything seems to be very good, and not only that, okay, tax revenue also high. Okay, tax revenue also high. Everything is good. People love it. The company love it. The government love it. Okay, this is like okay, the golden times of Japan. Okay, golden time of Japan. They have the word. They say that everything is wonderful in bubble era. Everything is wonderful in bubble era. Okay, everyone love it, okay, during that time, okay, and then, okay, during that time, every country in the world looking at Japan and call Japan as a miracle economy, because everything going very good, okay, and then something turned to be weird, something turned to be bad, okay, since the asset price increasing, stock price increasing, then some company change from manufacturing to become speculation. Okay. Okay. Since stock market going very good, going high, very fast, price of asset like a land, like a house, like a building, okay, a tower, a tall building or something like that, increasing very fast and easy to make a profit. Some company start to change the way to do the business. Some company, okay, used to doing the manufacturing, producing something. For example, producing cars, producing TV, producing video games, producing consumer product. Okay, they found out that during that time, to do a manufacturing, producing something, get only a small profit. I mean, got a profit, but it's not high enough. Okay, so that company start to do more business. Not only doing the manufacturing, some companies start to doing speculation. Speculation means start to buying the stock and hope to sell it for the higher price in the future. Start buying a land, start buying a building, start buying a housing, okay? Start buying asset and real estate, okay? And hoping for a profit tomorrow, okay? Buying normal price today, tomorrow if the price going up, sell it, okay, for the profit, okay? So this is really bad for the economy. Why is really bad? Because if you invest the money to do the manufacturing, you can produce a lot of product. When you can produce a lot of product, you can sell it, okay? You can make a lot of money. Everyone's gonna be better off. People have more product. You can sell it in Japan, you can sell it in the other country, the technology going up. This is we call the real sector. If you investing the money in the real sector, if you invest the money in the manufacturing to produce something, it's good for everyone. However, if you invest the money in speculation, buy the land, sell the land, buy stock and sell the stock, nothing, okay, nothing can improve the economy because the number of the product in the economy is still the same. The number of the service is still the same. You do the speculation, it's just changing the hand of the owner from one guy to the other guy. You buy the stock and sell it, you buy the land and sell it. No productivity on this one, okay? No productivity of this one. So if the country, any country, invests a lot of money on some activity like this is really bad. Okay? This is really bad. Okay? So they have some, okay, example. The company like Nissan used to be producing cars. Okay, the company like Nissan that producing a lot of cars. During that time, not only producing cars, they also creating the new department in the company to do the speculation on stock and asset. So this is turned to be weird and bad. Okay? And they have the word that, okay, this company, speculation, or we call hedge fund. Okay, they have the name in Japan, they call Sci-Tech. Okay, hedge fund, they call Sci-Tech. Okay. So also good, okay, on this one. Let me erase this one. Okay, after that, after the central bank force, okay, after the central bank increasing the window guidance, the money flow into the economy, the bubble become bigger and bigger, okay? So we can say that window guidance, okay, creating a giant, okay, bubble, okay, a giant bubble, okay? So then, even though they already have a giant bubble in the economy, but however, the Bank of Japan still force the commercial bank to loan more. Okay? So BOJ still force, okay, the bank, okay, to loan more money to company. Okay? So then you can imagine that during that time, even though there are no demand of borrowing the money, but the commercial bank still force the company to borrow more. Okay? They have many cases. Household, okay, if they want to borrow the money, 100 for example, however, the commercial bank say that, hey, I'm going to give you 400. Okay? So the bank always give a loan to the people, to the company, more than what they ask. Okay? So then, okay, the lending this during that time become non-productive, not good. Okay, non-productive, not good. Okay. They even have a situation like this. Normally, when you want to borrow the money, okay, when your company or maybe yourself want to borrow the money, you have to fill the paper. You need to do some application and submit the application, the paper to the bank, and the bank gonna read your application and look at your economic status. If your income is good, your job is good, okay, you have ability to pay back the debt, okay, bank gonna give you a loan, okay. So normally we have to approach bank in order to borrowing the money. But during that time in Japan, you don't have to do anything. The bank gonna call you, you know, the bank gonna go to your house, the bank gonna go to your company. Hey, I have the money, do you want to borrow? Please borrow my money, okay? I'm gonna give you a lot of money, I'm gonna give you a loan. So during that time, the bank is the one who approach the people and approach the company and offer for a big money for lending. Okay, this is very weird. It is very weird. Okay, and then okay, since in Japan they creating too much money, they creating too much credit by using window guidance. Okay, by using window guidance, offer a lot of money, loan it to the company, loan it to the people. Then you can imagine that in Japan they have a lot of money that the Central Bank of Japan, BOJ, intended to create it. Okay, then okay, after that, okay, the world economy start to change. They have deregulation on the capital flow between the country. Since they have deregulation on the capital flow between the country, the money start to flow out of Japan because Japan creating too much money. When they have too much money, the money start to flow out. How? For example, if I am a Japanese company, okay, the bank offer me a lot of money. Since I got a lot of money, I borrow a lot of money. I don't know how to spend that money. Okay, I spend in Japan. I also may want to spend somewhere else. So during that time, many of the Japanese companies start to spend the money outside Japan. Okay, for example, Thailand. Thailand, we get a benefit from this situation. Many Japanese companies start to move the money, okay, from Japan to Thailand, invest to build a big factory, invest to build many business in Thailand. So the money start to flow out of Japan too. Okay. So then, okay, we have international capital flow. Okay, we have international capital flow. 1980. Okay, Japan is a net inflow country. 2 billion US dollar. Okay, in 1980. Okay, Japan have a net inflow of the capital, net inflow of the money. It means that normally the money flow into Japan for 2 billion. However, after the Central Bank of Japan intend to create a bubble, creating more credit, creating more money, then 1986, okay, Japan become net outflow country. Okay, outflow of the money for 132 billion US dollar. Okay, from 2 billion of the net inflow country. Okay, in just only 7 years, Japan become a net outflow of the capital, net outflow of the money, 132 billion US dollar. Okay, so it changed a lot. Okay. And then during that time, Japan throw the money outside the country, okay, invest the money in Thailand, invest the money in Southeast Asia. Not only that, okay, they also enjoy shopping around the world, okay, buying a very expensive art, buying a big company, okay, they say that they're buying Rockefeller Center, they're buying Columbia Picture, for example, okay, they buy 75% of the US Treasury bonds in 1986. Okay, so the money in Japan flow around the world. Okay, the money in Japan flow around the world. Okay, the way Japan did during that time, print more money, create a lot of credit, and then the money start to flow out. Okay, enjoy buying many business around the world. This is actually, in the document 3 say that, okay, this is actually the trick of American economies. This is what US country did it before, okay. They say that, okay, let me erase this one first. let's say that USA using this trick, okay, in 1950 and 1960, okay, by Clint Okay, so the documentary say that this trick to creating a lot of money is actually used by US before in 1950 and 1960. In 1950 and 1960, Americans, US, creating excessively, dollar, and then using that money that they're creating to buy a European population, to buy a big company in European country. Okay. However, the difference between USA and Japan is US money, back up by gold standard. However, Japan money that they're creating back up by trade surplus. This is the difference. Even though US during that time, 1950 and 1980, print a lot of money, print a lot of dollar. However, that money backed up by gold that they have. So that is fine. However, Japan is different. Even though Japan print a lot of money, print too much money, but the money that print by Japan backed up by trade surplus. Trade surplus is Japan export a lot of product to the rest of the world, earn a lot of foreign currency. So they use that foreign currency to back up their new money that they just created. This is the difference. So I think today I'm gonna stop here. So today we talk about two main topics. How the Central Bank of Japan recover the economy after the war, and then after that, this is the second part, how the Central Bank of Japan intend to create a big bubble in to achieve their own goals. Because they want the whole country to transform the economic system. So this is after they creating a big bubble. This is how it affect the country and the world. The money start to move out. And next week, we're gonna talk about the clash, how the Japanese economy crash going down, and we're gonna talk about Asian financial crisis, crisis in Thailand. So today I'm gonna stop here, and we're gonna see each other again next week. So yeah, see you, bye.